one. Ooh, feels like a good one too. That's a good fish. Alright y'all, welcome back to Hookset TV. Before we get started, why don't you show me some love and hit that like button. Today I'm exploring some new water I've never fished before. I'm in Pennsylvania at Codurus State Park, Lake Marburg. I've never been here before, so I'm going to do a lot of exploring today, try to figure this place out. Where I put in, this entire area is less than 5 foot deep and there's tons of grass. So I have an idea how I can fish this area, if the fish are even here. We're in the beginning of the fall transition for bass. That's my target today. But who knows what's swimming in this thing? I know there's muskie in here, so you never know. Might catch a muskie. I never caught a muskie before, so that would be pretty exciting. But anyway, like I said, I've never been here before. I'm gonna have to explore, pay attention to my graph. See if I can't find some structure, find some contour on the bottom or something, because I have no idea where to go, how to fish this place. So let's see if we can't crack the code, y'all. All right, let's get at it. All right, I've already seen some bluegills, so I'm gonna start by throwing around this baby bullgill. Mike Buka, baby bullgill. I've had some comments about going over my gear that I use, so I'm throwing it on a 7 foot medium heavy St. Croix Premier. I like using St. Croix because they're usually a power softer than it says on the rod. You know, you get a lot of tip, a lot of soft tip. That's good for treble hook baits, chatter baits, spinner baits like that. And the reel I'm using is the Lose Pro TI. We're gonna see if we can get us a decent fish right off the bat throwing this big thing around. When I use jointed swim baits like this, like the bullgills, the bull shads, the Spro BBZ1, I think that's what it's called. I like the burn paws, burn paws, burn paws, burn paws, burn paws. That's usually how I fish these things. I think I got me some grass. Yep. So far I've noticed out here it's a very, very grassy lake, which I'm used to. In Maryland, there's lots of grass lakes in Maryland, unless you go out west. I'm gonna be headed out west sooner or later. I love fishing those lakes out west. I like Habib. That's an awesome place to fish. The scenery is beautiful. Some smallies in there. I like Savage River Reservoir. I'll be out there sometime in the next couple months. I'm really excited for this fall, y'all. Last year I didn't fish at all in the fall because of all the stuff I had going on with my house. So this year I'm very excited about fall fishing. Besides the spring, this is my second favorite time of the year to fish, spring and fall. I think this winter I'm gonna get out on some catfish a lot more. Haven't been catfishing a lot the last couple of years. But I think I'm gonna get back on that train. Found a little bit deeper water. I'm at about 10.5 feet right now. Water temperature is about 79.5 degrees. I put in at 1:30 p.m. I'm gonna fish the afternoon. Probably stay till it's dark. I thought about coming up here at sunrise. That would have been a bad idea because there was a sign up there that this place doesn't even legally open till 8. So I'd have been sitting in my car for a while. Let's see if we can't figure this place out. Tons of grass so far. Tons and tons of grass. Might be putting on a chatterbait or a spinnerbait soon. Alright, this is my my Senko rig. I use Timu's custom black speed stick, custom black combo. I've used this combo for my all my weightless stuff for a long time, and it works perfect. I mean, it's a little pricey for a combo. It'll run you around 200 bucks, but it's been flawless for me. Absolutely flawless. I usually run 5/0 EWGs on my weightless Senkos, but I saw these new hooks. It's a new design. I mean, just for stick baits. So I'm giving that a try today. See what happens. If I have a fish get off, I'll go right back to what I'm used to. But I just wanted to give these things a try. I use the same setup when I'm fluke fishing as well. Most of my weightless presentations I'll use on this combo. I use a 10-pound Sunline Assassin fluorocarbon. Most of my bass fishing stuff, unless I'm using top water, is going to be straight fluoro. I don't like wasting time tying new leaders on during the day. If I get scuffed up, I'll just cut it and retie my bait. I don't have to worry about going through all these extravagant braid to leader knots. I used to do that a lot. I used to do the FG knot. It worked fine. But when you got just like a 3 or 4 foot section of fluorocarbon, if you set the hook too hard, that's just gonna shatter. I had that problem a lot with Seagar. That's why I switched to Sunline, and I stopped having that problem. But I moved to straight fluoro instead of tying leaders, and I don't think I lose much sensitivity. Maybe a cunt hair, but I really don't think I lose a lot. And I haven't had that problem with you don't have that problem with your leaders exploding. I mean, maybe it was a Seagar thing, because I switched to Sunline right around when I started going straight fluoro. But I'm extremely happy with that decision. That decision has worked out beautifully. So I won't be going back to leaders. Straight fluoro is fine with me. As long as you take care of your line, keep it conditioned, you'll be fine. A lot of people complain that their fluorocarbon has too much memory. You get all these loops and swoops in your line. Use quality line. Don't use none of that cheap fluoro that's out there. Don't use that Berkeley stuff. That stuff is garbage. Use a good line, take care of it, you will be fine. There's one. Oh, feels like a good one too. That's a good fish on the Senko. Yeah, that's a good fish. Not bad for my first Lake Marburg bass. That's a good fish. Nice healthy fish. Oh, I barely had him hooked. I was lucky to get him in. Nice chunker. Beautiful fish. That's a healthy fish right there. He is solid. Probably close to 2 pounds. That's a start to the day. I'll take that. I will take that, bud. All right. All right, I was casting up into about 5-6 feet of water into the grass, and there he was. I was suspecting they'd be on the outside of the grass, and that's where he was. So we'll give this a few more tries, see if we haven't figured out a little bit of a pattern already. That was on that new hook I was telling you about. I usually use 5/0 heavy duty EWGs, but this, it's got a weird design. It's made for stick baits. I wanted to give it a try, and I got that fella to the boat, but the hook came right out. So we'll see what happens. I don't like that hook wasn't buried in them. A little bit better, but we'll see what happens. I can see myself switching back to a big meaty EWG though. The thing that caught my eye about these new hooks is it's got this keeper up there, which is kind of cool. My EWGs don't have that. Keeps your bait from sliding down your hook, but not 100% sold on that hook design. But I guess the first one, I guess that went okay. Like I said, he wasn't hooked deep, but we'll see how the next one's hooked. Alright, we're going to toss around this underspin. I throw a lot of my underspins on this rod. This is pretty much a catch-all rod for me. If I'm throwing something I don't throw all the time, I'll put it on here. It's a 7-foot medium heavy Favorite Defender. I really like Favorite rods. They're comfortable in my hands. Never had one break. Only had loose rods break in the last 5 years. But anyway, throwing this on the Shimano SLX DC. I really like this reel. It doesn't feel like it's made well. It feels plasticky to me, but it's light. It feels good in my hand and casts really, really good. It can cast light baits, which I like. Yeah, I'm a gear junkie. I try everything. That's why you don't see me with some guys out there. They'll fish. All their rods are St. Croix. All their reels are Lew's. All their reels are Shimano. I'm not like that. I like to try what everybody's got going on. So I got a little bit of everything. My favorite rods to use. I think favorite rods feel the best in my hands. I got a Defender. I got a Big Sexy. The Big Sexy, that just feels like my arm. It feels like part of me when I'm using it. It's so comfortable in my hands. I just ordered another one. And I ordered 2 more favorite rods coming in. I have no idea what reels I'm going to put on them. But not like I needed them. I think I got 30 setups. I have separate bass gear and separate snakehead gear. They don't overlap except for my frog rods and my topwater rods. Everything else is very specific. I have a drop shot rod, I have a weightless bait rod, I have a Texas rig rod, I have a jig rod. Everything is very technique specific. Maybe I'll put out a video going over all my gear, my whole arsenal, what I got. But I like to use a lot of different gear. Find out what I like. And that goes with lures too. I'll try every lure once to see how it works. I found some stuff that not a lot of people use that I really like, and I found some straight garbage. Like I've been trying a lot of these custom snakehead lures that have been coming out. You know, everybody's trying to make a buck on snakeheads. And I've tried a bunch of them this summer, and fellas, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm not impressed. I really don't think anybody's going to make a chatterbait better than a Z-Man out of your garage or your shed or your basement. I don't think they're going to be able to do it because from what I've tried, what everybody is selling out, I don't like it. It's trash. I'm sorry, fellas, but you got to do better than that. I mean, I've tried a little bit all of them. I'm not gonna say any names. There's this one. I guess I can call him a company, but this one dude, he's selling this bait that literally 5 years ago I bought off Wish app for $1. He's putting it in his fancy little box and selling it as a snakehead bait, and it's just totally trash. My buddy spent $100 on them, and he threw them all out because they're just trash. Like I said, I bought the same thing on the Wish app about 5 years ago for $1. This dude's selling them for $10. Come on, dude. But I'm really not trying to shit on nobody, but I don't think you're gonna top a Z-Man chatterbait in your basement, in your garage. You're not gonna make the world's best spinnerbait. You're just not. I'm sorry, and I'm done paying for them. I'm done trying them. They're clunky. They don't swim right. They just don't work right. They just don't. Sorry, guys. All right, here's my drop shot setup. This is my new drop shot setup for this year. I used to have a different one that I used for drop shots and net rigs. You know, the ultra finesse stuff. Oh, it's a Falcon 610 medium action, medium power rod. It's the Falcon Lowrider. On that, I have the Shimano Stratic CI4 Plus. If you want an ultra finesse reel, That's top of the line right there. This thing is a monster. It's awesome. It's silky smooth. The drag on this thing is one of the best drags I've ever had on a spinning rod. It's really, really good. Now we just got to pick us out a bait. This point right here, if you want to call it a point, has a little bit of a, it's a little deeper than this grassy spot that I'm leaving. So I'm gonna try to get down there a little bit, plot around, see what I can find. Usually when I go to a drop shot, the first bait I always put on is a robo worm. There's a lot of other drop shot baits I'll use, but I'll usually start with a robo worm. When I'm ultra finessey like this, I like to use really, really small hooks. Really, really small hooks. When you're using a small hook like that, you want to get a quality hook. This is a Kamikaze finesse hook. And I just like to barely get my bait on there. Just right in the nose. Just like that. Alright y'all, I had to pull up on the shore and use the little boys room, but I'm near this rocky stretch of shoreline and a rocky point right there, so I'm gonna fish from the shore for a few minutes, see if I can't find something from these rocks. There's one. Right near the rocks. On the drop shot, yo. Number 2 on the day from the shore on the drop shot. Little guy, little chunky fella. Yeah, I got a couple taps on this rocky point when I went by it. And I had to go to the bathroom really bad, so I pulled up over here. So I decided to come back over on land, fish this rocky point, and there you go, fish number 2 for the day. I got a feeling there's gonna be a few more. I gotta make sure my boat don't get loose, y'all. I'll be out here swimming. That boat wake just loosened my boat up. Call that quits from the shore. Alright y'all, that's it. I'm out of time. I'm ready to cross from the ramp. I got about a half hour to get out of here. It's a lot of fun exploring new waters. I had no idea, you know, how this place would fish, what it was like. But I found it was full of grass, a lot of shallow spots. Found some rock. It's a very busy spot with pleasure boaters. I've seen plenty of party boats today, lots of kayakers. About probably 6 to 1 party boats over fishing boats. But there was a lot of people out here. I actually came here in January to to look at the boat ramps, see which ones were good to put my kayak in, and it was frozen solid. So, and I saw people up here ice fishing, so maybe I can try ice fishing this winter. I've never ice fished before. That'd be a whole ordeal. My fat ass on the ice. Well, anyway, caught 2 today. Like I said, I didn't know how this place would fish. It's a lot like the Maryland lakes, you know, grassy, some deep spots, lots of shallow water. So I'll be back up here. Like I said, it's not too far from my house, and I know there's a lot of muskie in here, and I've been looking to catch a muskie. I've never targeted muskie, but maybe I'll come up here all day and throw some big old muskie baits around, see if I can't get lucky. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you're subscribed. I just hit 2,000 subs. Thank you to every one of you guys that has subscribed to my channel. It's growing way quicker than I ever thought it would since I started. I mean, I never expected to even have 1,000 views by now. I never expected people to watch my videos. So thanks everybody that subscribed to my channel. And until next time, thanks for watching Hook Set TV.